To be honest, I don't even have to wait on the crowd because I don't plan on deleting this. Tuesday night, my daughter Diamond messaged me. Well, she called me. Mommy, where you is? I need you to come now. Accident. I left from where I live. I lived in Dolio Street. Diamond lived in Winton. She was heading home. She was going by Little Caesars to get a pizza. And she ended up colliding with a motorbike with two people on it. Hi, Bubba, you alright? With two people on it. It was a 15-year-old boy and a 17-year-old boy. The 17-year-old boy was sitting on the wall where it's, I think, 1 East or whatever the name is at the plaza. The other little boy was laying on the floor. And I left Pedolio Street, me and about four of my neighbors, because we didn't know like what really was going on. We leave Pedolio Street, and we ended up this thing saying slow connection. I hope this worked out. We leave Pedolio Street, and we went down to where the accident happened. When we reached there, I realized the accident was bigger than I thought, and so I saw like two police trucks, one stayed, one left, and the ambulance came and all that. We continued to wait on the ambulance, and the police was asking questions. There was two. There was a Gibbs, and I think the next one is a Mario was on the scene. I really didn't want to show this paper because I'm very cautious because it's still a delicate court matter. But this right here is what Diamond got. You know, y'all probably need to see it. The case number to the top and the date down there. Gotta do this, yeah. Diamond Oliver. This right here is what Diamond got. Now, at the end of the day, everyone pointed fingers, and the heat's serious because, like I say, it was an accident. It was a genuine accident. I stay on this platform, but when I'm on this platform, it's because it's something I need to address. I was on this platform strong because I have a son who was going through something. I would never cloak my daughter to run away or to not even to lie. Like I was like, well, right now, like enough going on. I say, well, listen, whatever they ask you, just be calm and answer, be respectful. The whole ordeal. I did not know all this was gonna happen. I didn't know this was gonna turn around like this because it was an accident. She stayed long enough so she'd be able to get the cars couldn't even move. The car couldn't move. The bike was on the floor in the front. The car couldn't move. Someone messaged me and said that she was there. She said the car couldn't move. Like it ain't like she hit someone and run. And you know the impression is that this little boy got knocked down. And now, you posted, okay, at this time when she do this. I can't blame people for the information that they receive. I can only correct the information to the best of my knowledge. We stayed there until the wrecker came to move the bike and the car because the two boys were in the ambulance. And we removed the bike off the scene. The whatever ZT, whatever they was driving, the car was moved. None of these things could have moved. I have pictures of this. And if this a hit and run, I'm frustrated because something so it bad enough to know that a baby in the hospital, but it bad enough to know a baby in the hospital. It bad to know when I came here on Facebook, it was for my son. And now my daughter is being accused of hitting somebody else's son and leaving the scene. I don't know, like this is right here. I ain't gonna lie. This is right here. Right here. How do you get one of those if you leave the scene? What's her name? Diamond Oliver. Diamond, date of birth, case number. See that? I don't know if that's something I should do. I don't know if I'm supposed to, because it is an ongoing case. I don't know if that's something I was supposed to do. But in the heat of what's going on, that's the only thing that I have to prove, other than pictures of the car. And anybody could take a picture, but this right here, that's the signature, what she did right there. Where I think I'm it ain't cool, man. It ain't cool, because both families going through something right now, right? When I got on that scene, I cried. Because I realized the magnitude of what was going on. You understand? And so for this backlash to happen, children bothering my daughter in school. I have a daughter. I moved her from GHS and I put her to CI Gibson. And the children bothering her in school with the same incident, but it was a fucking accident, but I don't know how else to say it. I don't know what else to say, but it was an accident. An accident means it's something that you didn't plan to happen, something unintentional. That's what it was. It was an accident. She stayed. She did something with. I think the whole scene was so scary. I think my fat ass, with my piggy, whatever sloppy. I don't. It's fine. I think my fat sloppy piggy, whatever you call me, I was gonna run, but because me, man, you all right? For me, it was scary, and she stood there, knowing what was going on, And at the end of the day, my whole family taking a backlash. I live to Bedolio Street, all eyes, everyone wondering. Because the boys who ride bike the speed through Bedolio Street, that's how they is able to say yeah who she was. And additionally, Freeze, I can't even get my thoughts together. My daughter, C.I. Gibson, they brought her in her there because the boys from Bedolio Street, R.M. Bailey, all of them just come together so they know her. And everybody calling and texting, diamond. This girl looking for work, but it was an accident. It was an accident. She said, Mommy, I'm going to go to the hospital. I want to see if I could talk to this mommy. And I told her not to. I told her not to. Because this was aggressive and this violent. We don't know who. I was like, but yeah, I know. And good thing I told her because she would have probably need hospital bed herself. But what's going on here? Everybody threatening and they just hear something and go with it. And it ain't like that. It ain't like that, I promise you. I was a mother of 4. Anybody who know my story know, but my son was diagnosed with cancer last year. And at the end of the day, by God, bring him out. So you think I could allow my daughter to not take responsibility? Damn, if they had put her in cuffs that night and carry her, well, she would have to deal with that the way she could, because at the end of the day, she was driving. It was an accident. Don't do that. Don't do that. She ain't don't play, I ain't gonna lie, but it's like these posts, this a different type of vibe, but I don't know, but and people probably, like I say, wouldn't believe because I the mummy. Oh, she only taken up, like I say. This it right here. This it right here. The woman see causing that. Like I say, this paper. I'm a little cautious about this paper simply because, like I say, I don't know if I'm supposed to be showing this, but this is it right here. This is it right here. After this right here, I'm done. I am done arguing with this because I've tried my best. I wrote out what I had to say. And the posts keep coming in, like nobody hearing, nobody listening, and it's just the more negative come out, the more it spreads. And at this point, I think we can do the defamation of character. I gotta figure out how to get that done because this right here, you defaming somebody's character. You wasn't even there, you don't even know what happened. So yeah, we gotta get that together. We gotta deal with this. And the thing about it is, and I'll say this, but while I have the opportunity, but if y'all have y'all children out there riding bikes, but if y'all condoning and family members riding bikes without helmets, that's a problem because she ain't even mentioned bike no time. This train was on bike after 9, 10 o'clock in the night coming home from work or something. If your children riding bike, at least make sure they have a helmet on, right? At least make sure they have a helmet. The car did hit the boy. The boy did it. He like fly off the bike and he hit his head. That did happen. I being real, that did fucking happen. But see him said, wait, all I say on is, but you have a child, like who riding bike, but instead of fucking pointing fingers at this point, but just make sure they have their helmet on, cause this ain't cool. That's this 2 families. You understand? At the end of the day, this right here, I feel like this more than she deserved, right? Because she stayed. She ain't leave them in the road. The cars was handicapped. She could hop in the car and try, ride with somebody else. But we had family members. We had other people out there, neighbors and stuff who stopped, who helped y'all straight, y'all good. She ain't say, get me out of here. But she stay and deal with us, and I respect that. But, me talking, It ain't gonna make a difference with vehemence, but because as long as it's negative, y'all gonna fly with that. Understand? But that's all I wanted to put out there. The fact that she stayed, but she stayed. It was an accident. She stayed. However the courts deal with her, however they deal with her, that up to her. I wasn't driving. She was driving. I came afterwards, and I meet her there. Gibbs, whoever, the next police, Murray, the ambulance driver, the wreckers, everybody could attest to this. My day didn't start off messed up, but if you all could have a good day, for me, on a Friday, you all do that, please, and thanks.